Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about starting the nail journey. I'm going to give you guys some basic lessons that I learned and all of the things that I used in order to start my nail journey. So I started using polygel. Like, it comes in a little tube like this, and just use the bottle, and it's like, if you guys can see, it's like a little gel type polygel. Yeah, gel type. Better for beginners because it allows you to continuously move it until you cure it. So when I say cure, I mean putting it under the LED lamp. So yeah, that's the good thing about that. I didn't really see any bad things about it other than it didn't last as long as acrylics do. And that just may be because I wasn't using the right primer at the time. So I've seen a ton of YouTubers like Long Hair Pretty Nails use polygel and state that it lasts forever. So I don't doubt that. I just think the way that I was applying it resulted in it lifting earlier. So I'm probably going to try polygel again soon, just to try it out and see like if I can get it to stay longer. So there's that. That's the alcohol that helps clean up gel, any like gel polish or the polygel. You need it to clean your brush when you use polygel. So definitely a good buy if you're thinking about starting out with polygel. Next, I'm gonna go in with the 100% acetone. So for those who don't know, acetone is like a super strong version of nail polish remover. And it will dissolve all of your acrylic, your polygel. It will dissolve all of that. So that's what I use to clean up my acrylic, and I use a little bit of it to clean my brush and to soak off my nails if that's what I want to do. Not gonna lie to you, sometimes I just take a Metro card and I pop them bad boys out. I don't even use Metro cards anymore, so I have to get them from people I know. I'll literally like buy them for $1 and like use it to just pop off my nails. Okay, so next I'm gonna start with nail prep. For the essentials, you don't need this, but I definitely think it's something that you should use if you don't like messing with your cuticles too much. Like if you're afraid to cut your cuticles or anything like that, this is a lifesaver. So this is the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. I mentioned it in my other video about my nails when I was doing my nails, and it really helps dissolve all the cuticles on your nail bed. So your cuticles don't just stop where you think they stop. So they grow up and they prevent the nail from adhering properly. So it's really important that you get all that grime up, you get all that dead skin up. That's essentially what it is. And yeah, get it out. So going on with that, I'm gonna go in with my nail tools. So they're basically, I bought them all together and I'll link them down below. They're basically these. This is the tip cutter, this is the cuticle cutter, and this is the cuticle pushback thingy tool, something. So yeah, they all came together. It's a cute little set. I can't remember how much I bought them for, but you need all of them, so you might as well buy it as one. So nail prep. So then you have to adhere your tips. So you're gonna need tips. This was the starter tips that I got, and I got them off Amazon. They're wide, so if you're going, they're coffin size, but if you're going for like a coffin size nail, you would still need to file it down some. So I'm trying to see if you guys can see it really well. This is really not the shape of my nail. I'm just showing you one of them, the little curve in it and such. I like nails with a little bit of curve. I haven't really tried anything else though, so I don't know. I might like straight nail. I'm gonna try it. So you adhere the tip to your nail with some nail glue. This is Young Nails brush on glue. It's basically just that, a brush, like a nail polish brush, and this bad boy adheres really quickly, so you have to move quickly. It's really hard to be able to put the nail on straight. So you have to practice, like making sure you're looking at your nail properly. I'm looking down at my nails. Looking at the nail properly and go according to the nail, not the finger, because a lot of people have crooked fingers. And the funny thing is, like when I used to get my nails done, they used to say, "Oh, your finger's crooked, not your nail." And I'm like, "No, the nail is crooked." But I've learned that yes, I do have a crooked nail. So sorry. But anyway, so continuing, you'll put the tip on with the glue, and then you have to clip it with the tip cutter that I showed you guys earlier. That is difficult as well, but we're not going to get into all that. It's just difficult because you have to make sure you cut it the proper size and not at a diagonal. So then you need a nail file because, like I said, the tip is wide. So I have, this is an old one, so this is a 180 grit nail file. This is essential to filing. This one is essential. So then you file the nail down, and then you have to go in with prepping for the acrylic and or polygel. So to prep for both of them, you have to go in with a nail dehydrator. This is very important. There is a ton of oil in your nails. So all of that, just period, whatever is on your nail is going to create like a barrier between the acrylic or polygel and your natural nail. So this will dry all of that stuff out. This is the one that I use. I feel like it's not that great though, because when I put it on my nail, it doesn't go like ash white. It goes like it gets a little ashy. So I'm gonna try another one. I'm just not sure what I've chosen yet. I saw Mia Secrets one that I'm thinking about buying. So after that, you have to go in with your primer. So just like makeup primer prepares the nail for the acrylic, and when you feel it, you can tell it has like a little sticky texture to it. I use Young Nails primer, and I like this one because I did use a primer that came along with the dehydrator that I use, and I found my nails were lifting. Like they were lifting after like 3 days, and I was just completely bamboozled by that. So once I got the protein bond and I go in with 2 coats, my nails last. They stick a lot stronger. So after that, this is where stuff gets separate. If you're doing acrylic, you will start going in with your acrylic application. If you're doing polygel, you have to do like base coats, curing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave polygel on the side. When I upload a video about doing polygel again, you guys will be able to see all of the extra steps you have to take. So yeah, so when you're going in with your acrylic, I say start with a clear acrylic. I started out with Model 1's acrylic, and I don't know, that's still all I've used, so I really don't know. I can't compare it to anything else, but I feel I'm not super amazed by what it does. Like it doesn't like level out itself. It doesn't like stay malleable for a long amount of time, or I don't know if that's preferred or not, whatever. I started out with Model 1's acrylic, so you need the actual acrylic you're going to use, and you need the monomer. The monomer is important. Make sure you get EMA, and I'm not even going to try to say that out, the entire word, so I'm going to probably leave it at the bottom. But yeah, the MMA will cause issues with your acrylic. It'll give you bad experiences. So stick to EMA. It's not harmful for your nails. So you have the acrylic, you have the monomer, then you're going to need a damping dish. And this is my little crown damping dish because I like crowns. And you're going to need a brush. I suggest using 100% Kolinsky brush. I suggest this because I've used fake brushes that I just got with my acrylic set, and it didn't give me good experiences. It didn't apply easily. So this is the brush that I use, and I got this on Amazon. So I will link that below as well, but it's really cute. It has like little glitter in it, and that's the brush. So I'm still learning about brushes, so I'm not even gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh, you need this type of brush, that type of brush, it should do this, that, and the third. I don't know. So what I will say is just get 100% cleanliness. This is a size 8, I believe. I started small because I want to start with small beads, just because I need to be able to move them and not get overwhelmed with a lot of product. So there. You apply your acrylic, the acrylic dries, no need to cure it, will dry on its own, and then you have to start filing. Okay, so I got the Pana, I want to say, I hope I'm saying it correctly, Pana 80 by 80 grit nail file. I'm in a nail group on Facebook and they suggested this for really sharp edges and stuff like that, so I was like, yeah, that, I want that. So I bought it. It came in a set of like 10 or 12, I want to say. And it's really, really sharp. You have to be careful. I filed too close to my actual skin and like cut myself in a way. So you have to be really careful with this. But this is really good for your shape. So you file, you buff. I also have a nail drill. This is the nail drill. It's pink because it's my favorite color. So this is my little nail drill. I don't think it's that powerful. I think it's good for beginners. It comes with a set of drill bits that I cannot find right now, but this is another set that I purchased on Amazon as the cleaning drill bit. It has all the cuticle drill bits, like if you're comfortable with filing your cuticles. That's like a cuticle bit, that's a cuticle bit. And nail drill bits are very overwhelming, and I'm still learning, so I'm not going to act like I know everything. But I do know that these are good for rounding. So this goes on top of one of the bits that I'm not going to look for right now. But this is basically like a regular nail file. And it's good for rounding out your nail. And then the cuticle bits are good for cleaning up your cuticles without hurting yourself. And I think that's all I really know right now. Hopefully I can do this video a few months from now and be able to like really be really snappy with it. But I don't got that knowledge for y'all right now. So I'm just giving you what I got. So yeah, so then after you do all your shaping, you buff, and then you dust. This little cute duster thing, I'm gonna probably buy a new one that's like pink and fluffy, but it just came with one of my nail kits and it's cute and it works, so whatever. So then now it's time for painting, if you're going to apply any nail paint. So I suggest, if you're just like trying out, if you go in with a color acrylic, you really don't need to paint over it. It's really a preference type of thing. So for just necessity reasons, you will need a base coat. This is for gel. If you're using regular nail polish, you will use a regular base coat. Yeah. So gel base coat, and then whatever gel color you would like to go in with, or if you don't, then you'll just go in with gel top coat. Both of these are Model 1s, they came in a set, and then you will cure. And that's about it. So now I'm gonna go in with some of my tips and tricks. So one thing that I really, it wasn't my first purchase, it was more of an investment because they do run pretty expensive. But I was concerned about my breathing while I'm, you know, like inhaling all of that stuff. So I got dust collector, and it's purple in there because I filed off some pinkish purplish nail polish, and I don't know, it never came out, but whatever. It works. I just shake out, I clean it out and stuff like that. Right now it looks like a hot mess because I haven't cleaned it yet. But yeah, I'll clean out all the dust and stuff like that before I use. So that's an honorable mention, I guess. You know, invest like into the double, triple digits. You should get in dust collector. Let's see. Oh, lies. I didn't finish. The last thing you have to go in with is your cuticle oil. I got this on Amazon. You probably saw it in my last video. That's about it. There's also another honorable mention, the UV lamp. So when I started out, I started with polygel, like I said earlier, and I bought a kit, a Beatles kit on Amazon for like, I want to say like $40 or $50, and it came with a nail lamp. So I was super psyched about that because I knew I was just starting and I wasn't sure if it was something I was going to see through to the end, and I didn't want to invest a lot of money into it before I was sure. So I bought that kit. I'll link that down below. It wasn't bad. It's probably giving me like 6 out of 10. But it's good for beginners. You're really not expecting too much, and it gives you a ton of accessories like glitters, the striping, gave flames, like it gave me like 6 glitters. It's a ton, so it is a little bit worth it. It gave me a nail lamp. I don't know what watt it was, but it was a UV LED lamp, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was. And I noticed that my polygel wasn't curing completely through. It was taking too much time. So your polygel, it also plays into how thick it is. You don't want your polygel to be too thick because this can happen as well. But all in all, I do think that the lamp was a little light on the voltage. So what I ended up doing was buying a new one. And that's the LED lamp that I have now. It's 120 watts. She's a little ashy because of the dust, but yeah, and it works really good. I use it for my polish because I haven't been using polygel, but it worked really good on my polygel as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you guys need to know. I don't think there's any necessities unless you want to do designs. If you want to do designs, you will need an applicator that I can't find right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Can't find it. It's in my makeup box, in my nail drawer. Hold on. I'm gonna find it for you guys. Found it. Okay. Applicator dual tool thingy. Why is your piece of hair on this? Applicator tool? Gem applicator tool. Yeah. Gem applicator tool. This is like a wax, I think, and I'll link it down below. It came with 2 tools and 2 replacements, so that was great. You will need your own gems. Jesus, again. This is the second time this happened. I just dropped a palette, a nice palette at that. Oh no. Okay. So you'll need gems. Wish is a great place to buy gems from, but they're really cheap, but they take really long to get here. So like, these are some gems, and I am so depressed about my palette. Okay, and these are the gems that came with that Beatles box I was telling you guys about. So yeah, that's applying gems. And you'll also need like some gem applicator gel. Model 1 sells ones. Poochie's Nails sells a good one. Yeah, this is a really quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think, what you want to see more of. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that jazz. Follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram name like right here somewhere. And yeah, I hope your day is going great. I wish you all good vibes, and please give a solid RIP to my Coach nail eyeshadow palette that just fell, and I'm really sad, so I'm about to just go like cry a little bit. But it was nice chatting with you guys. Toodaloo. If you guys noticed in the video, my nails are not done, so look out for my new nail video. I will be posting it within the next day or so. Bye guys.